everyone. Welcome to our panel discussion today. I know so many of you are busy preparing for the Christmas and New Year coming up. So thank you so much for showing up and spending time with us. Today's talk is all about optimizing the way you work on Coconut and how to help you save time and effort for some repeated tasks. I see some familiar faces here. Hi, Alex. How's it going? Cool. Yeah. I got Oliver as well. Right. So let's just wait a few minutes, a couple of minutes for others to hop on. Meanwhile, can I get you all to answer three quick questions popping up in the chat right now? I'm just going to read it out loud though. First one, do you remember how many Coconut users does your team have? 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 50, or more than 50? All right. Second one, are you currently using Coconut Plus or Coconut Y label? Yay and nay. Yeah, just two options. Last one. Are you an admin user on Coconut or are you just a photographer? Yes, no, and maybe you're not using Coconut, but your team is. So just three options. Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone for your answers. I see here majority of you are admin users, so I'm sure you will benefit from this chat today, taking home a few productivity tips. If you stick to the end of this webinar, I will have a very generous offer for you. Right. A bit of housekeeping rules now. You might not be able to see, hear, or chat to anyone, but that's how we keep your privacy and identity protected. If you have any questions, please type in the chat and we answer directly. Otherwise, you can just leave it to the Q&A session at the end of the talk to, just to get to know things that you want to know. But now, without further ado, let's just start with a bit of introductions. Right. I am Kwon, one of the regular hosts here on Esoft's webinar. I work with product experts, product development, sales, and customer support team to coordinate different marketing activities and work at Esoft. Joining me here today are some others from different teams. I'll get them to introduce themselves a little bit. So Ngọc, do you want to go first?
Hello everyone, I am Ngọc, Customer Service Manager at Esoft. My only job is to make you and your team enjoy a great journey with Esoft Customer Service and Coconut platform.
Thank you. Next on for Hà, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Ha and I'm a senior customer service leader. It's nice to meet you guys here and I hope you can find a lot of interesting in our webinar.
Thank you, Chu. Right. So in today's discussions, we'll touch on different tips, tools, and features to use to help you work more productively on Coconut. Now we talk about how to get your order processed and deliver more effectively, how to utilize tool to make your order management work easier. Following up is how to get you savvier at cost control, and then how to how to give feedback and instruction quickly and fast. Last, what can you do to really focus on growing your business with Coconut Y label? As I mentioned before, do stay to the end of this webinar to enjoy our generous offer. Right, cool. Now let's just hit it. Now, a sweet thing about using an ordering portal like Coconut is that you can easily upload, download the files to fasten the whole process, right? As many of you are using a third-party platforms to deliver images and videos to your clients, will see the need of integrating Coconut with such platforms to help you smoothen your work. So Ha, can you share a little bit about the integration between Coconut and platforms like Dropbox or AT Photo Hub available on Coconut, and what does it allow our clients to do?
Well, the integration between Coconut and Dropbox allows the photographer can access their Dropbox account directly from Coconut to upload the input, so they don't have to open the Dropbox on another tab. Download the input from there and then re-upload to Coconut, so it save time for them.
What about the AT Photo Hub integration?
Well, it's also the benefit is saving time for the customer as well. By integrating with HD Photo Hubs, client can receive the output on HD Photo Hubs platform automatically, so they do not have someone to manually download the output from Coconut and then upload back to the HD Photo Hub.
Right. Thank you. I see the benefits there. Now, for the sake of this webinar, we can't show you how everything works probably, but if you're keen to know how the process should work, do get in touch with our support team to get a user manual guide or a live tutorial. We're so willing to help you out with that. Suppose when a photographer finished uploading files and they want to add someone from the company to monitor the order status, what should they do?
Well, in that case, they can use adding company watchers. Now, by adding watchers, either a photographer or an admin, you have a choice of notifying them when the order is submitted, feedback is provided, or the order is delivered. So, in the past, we have seen many photographers miscommunicating or having to take extra effort, like writing a message and email to admin user to keep them in the loop. But now we have eliminated those tasks by automating the notification.
Sounds great. Uh-huh. Well, I think communication here is the key, but less communication, but effective communication is the golden key, right? What about the written communication part when someone wants to refer to the exact order information to kind of feedback or requesting something else?
Oh yes, that's quite easy. Previously, Coconut user need to copy and paste. Sometimes they miscopy a digit, so it was a nightmare to find the right order IDs. So now we can now avoid that by clicking and pasting. When the users click on the change icon next to the order IDs, they can quickly paste on relevant info like order IDs, URLs, batch ID without the risk of mid-copying.
I see. So that click does really help copying all the information needed, right? Well, yeah, it does reduce some time needed to copy information, even just a few seconds or milliseconds. You have your information ready. That's how we trying to save your time for communication on Coconut. By the way, everyone, live chat is one of the things you can easily access on Coconut, and I love this. So hi, can you just talk on how to access the live chat and get in touch with any of our teams?
Well, you already see that it's at the bottom right of the screen. There are chat icon, and we have our team behind this for those who need a chat. And also the typically that we all we reply the message is just around 10 to 15 minutes.
Right. Not instantly, but then way better than writing us an email and wait for maybe like half a business day. But yeah, still better than none, right? Thank you so much, right? Now that we talked about getting orders up and processed quickly, let's just go a little bit deeper into how to make your work easier on Coconut. By that, let's move on to the second session, easing the work for all the users. In this one, I'll let Ngọc on stage and talk more with you all. Hi, Ngọc. We recently launched a new feature called additional product in lead feedback. Can you tell us more what it is and how does it help our clients?
Hi, Kwan Kun. There are many ways our clients can benefit from these features. Recently we have offered many add-on products for our clients, such as virtual dots, virtual settings, and virtual time lapse from a normal edited photo. So when our clients want to create a virtual dots or staging more furniture into the room after receiving the edited files, they can go to the very edited files and create a new product with this function. There's no need for them to download that one image, upload it back again, and manually type in all property references or information.
Sounds really cool. So I see it helps reducing time and labor here. What was the inspiration behind it? Who requested this feature?
Well, we picked this up as a common pain point from several clients' conversations. This also helps us to streamline the production process, so it's a really easy call.
Thank you, thank you. Pretty interesting to know the story behind it. Yeah, so moving on, how other tasks people can automate better on Coconut?
On the regular task of an admin user is they need to check the order histories, the correction feedback for recording, keeping purposes. They often have to trace the details for many orders and many properties. So let's say with a whole month worth of data, if they work without a system, very likely they have to go to every single order and extract details and enter a spreadsheet that will kill productivity. But now on Coconut, you can gather all the information or data and export it on an Excel file and do whatever you want with just a few clicks.
Well, that's really beautiful. Can you share what other tasks you observe for an admin user on like a daily basis they can do better on Coconut?
Many things other photographer users. So on Coconut, whenever our clients onboard a new photographer, the admin user can create an account for that photographer and set a certain rights and permission for that user, like creating orders, getting the delivery emails, and etc. Not the last, but I see that many photographers and admin need to check the order ETA, the order delivery time. I mean, back in the day, normally the client need to drop us an email or a message asking about this. But now, no need. The clients can just click on the questions mark button on order trace, and our team from the back will receive it as a request, and we will reach back shortly to them.
Sweet. I know now clients do have to wait for a couple of minutes before getting the ETA informed via email. On that note, can you share? Do you have any plan to make it, immediately available to the client so they don't have to wait?
Yeah, we talked about this before. The plan in the future is to make that happen. But before that, we are prioritizing some other important features likely requested by the client.
So you seems that you have a long track log, right? So can you name some of the names of the features that we are developing? Secret spoiler.
Not for now, but clients can always watch our innovation newsletter to see what's news.
Thank you for promoting my newsletter. I enjoy writing it though, Woody sometimes. The next newsletter, just to get everyone know, is on middle of February next year. So watch out everyone for the news, and I'm sure you're gonna see something news from Coconut Straw. Now, a very important area for our clients to handle on a daily basis is controlling the cost, either paying us the correct amount of money or knowing the right cost to charge their clients the right price. With that, I'll get her back on stage to talk more about this with all of you. So Ha, can you share how our clients can control their costs more accurately?
Right. Now when client upload multiple exposure orders, we count the number of edited their photo to chart them. In the past, we have seen cases where client miscount the output number and so we mischart them.
Oh yeah, that's not the best. So what have we done to kind of have them avoid it?
Well, the smart quantity features were developed to automatically calculate the number of input files based on the shooting approach. Let's say the logic is one exposures, three exposures, five, or even seven exposure, or any specific values.
Right, so actually basing on the shooting approach, and then we calculate the output file based on the number of input files. So avoid the risk of mischarging. So yeah, that's how I think we help the human work easier with more accuracy. What else our clients can control with the cost on coconuts?
Well, some client request us to show how much they pay us on the coconut system.
Why? Can you share? I don't get the logic here.
Well, so they know the correct cost to charge their client the correct price. Just be note that we don't enable this for all client account, but they can already request this.
All right, yeah. So previously we mentioned the extracting the order data. So I think showing the price here can help you do a bit of your homework. I mean the math to tracking the price. So cool. I get the I get the logic now. Um, just to remind everyone listening in, this I think this feature is not enabled for all of you. But then if you wanna activate that, do get in touch with our team, right? Yeah, they should just that a little bit about the cost controlling for you. Let's just roll on to the next session shortly. Now, in this one, we'll cover some common use cases and how you can give instructions and feedback faster and quicker. Now, can you share a little bit more about the recently launched show thumbnail feature? What is that and what does it do?
Right one, when you click on the line, a preview or input file will show up. That is how the photographers can add the glance at the files we upload to see if they correct the files or not.
Intriguing. So it helps to check and avoid uploading the wrong files, right? What type of files are workable here?
All the common image files such as the PNG, JPEG, and RAW file we all support.
Gotcha. So all the common image types, right? Does that work with video files too, or just images?
Not the best for now. It still shows, but I think that it's more common to review the image file while uploading.
Okay. Just a quick note for everyone, I mean, I guess. You can do the same with output files, right? To review and preview the files before and after the edits, right?
Yeah, correct. Once they got an idea of how the look, they can move on with the leaving an instruction text. Before it's just a plain text, but now we enable the standard text formatting like bullet point, bold, etc. So the user can get to the point across the way they want.
Very cool. Yeah, I do love texting, blocking all the time. So yeah, that helps. On top of giving instructions, right? Sometimes you need to give feedback on the image too, right? So how can you do that effectively?
Yeah, they can use the visual annotation tool. It allows you to point to the area and give the direct feedbacks, like pointing to the grass with an arrow and say, fix the grass here, or use a square for sky and saying, replace skies. It allows our editors to know exactly what the photographers want, and they can always use the general feedback box to give a comment on the edited file.
Oh, I do see it helps our clients to work much faster, but is it a shame that it's only available to give feedback on the edited files, but not the initial instructions on the input file?
We are working on making this a visual annotation tool available before submitting an order, so the clients can give instructions on the input thumbnail and communicate much faster.
Oh yeah, really? I remember 3 months ago I requested this feature actually, and then now so happy to see it being developed. So proud that I am the one suggesting the features to the Coconut team. Yeah, I think that would make the world a little bit more of a better place. So we've gone through the four of five major points here. So let's just hit the last one with Coconut White Label and the way to empower your business to grow. Um, yeah, more. Cool. So as we work with many businesses, we got many requests to make Coconut a white label platform where you can apply your brand identity. So just let invite our team to talk more about this inspiration, right? So now, where did the idea come from?
2 years ago, we got a client coming to work with us and they wanted to showcase our coconut to their agent, but it was clearly coconut by itself, so they couldn't. They also have freelance and contracted photographers working with them, and they didn't want their casual staff to know about Esoft just to avoid any potential conflicts of interest. We get it, and it's fair and square, so we talk of making a coconut with a valuable system.
Cool. So making it a white system can help our clients maybe achieve better, a more consistent brand identity, right? So what do we customize on that system, huh? Can you share?
Well, we can customize the logos, the color, the system URL, the business names. So we apply the brand and color system.
Right, that's really sweet. So can we do that to all clients, huh?
Well, since we have to put HR resource in developing and maintaining systems, this only come in with Coconut Plus, the versions where we charge the client some setup fee and monthly maintain.
Sounds like a premium version here. What else can you do with that on the system? No.
A very recent features we launched is a carry to end client.
What is that? Can you share more?
So when an order is completely finished, our client can show all the images in the slideshow library with a separate URL. Nothing too fancy, but it's the work of bringing our image collection to the show and create a better viewing experience for the agents.
Oh, sweet. I think it's the private URL that our clients can share to their agents. So, yeah, nothing too fancy, but then you can just show for the sake of the show. So that should be cool. We don't really delve deeper into how to make it work or how to make it happen. But if you're keen to know, I think you just need to let us know. Hit us with a message or put it in the chat. We'll reach out to you shortly. Back to Ngọc here. With this coconut version, what are some better ways to have our admin work easier?
Okay, so let's say you are an admin. So normally you will manage 100 or even more photographers. You can create orders with all the necessary information of the property first. Then you assign it to a photographer to upload the files. That way you can centralize all the order management work. If you leave it to photographers, it's fine, but we have seen sometimes photographers hit and miss some information which is not the best for the ordering checking work.
Is that all or anything you want to add on? Ha or Ngọc? Maybe Ha?
Well, actually, there are more. When client manage multiple business identity under the same system, sometimes they need to switch between companies. And the feature called Super Admin allow them switch seamlessly between without having to log in and out.
Okay. We'll definitely see many companies nowadays developing different identities to kind of penetrate the market more. So yeah, you can definitely benefit from this feature if you want to switch back and forth between many companies at the same time. I think when it comes to scaling, it's important to utilize any resources you have at hand, be it time or money or effort to scale better. So Ngọc, can you please share what are the resources we have on the system to help the clients work better?
Yeah, we track the input data to observe the pattern of mistake made by photographers and thus provide the feedback for improvement. If you manage a company of photographers using such a feedback uh, data like this, it can help you to evaluate the photographer's performance, provide the proper and timely training. Even editing can solve the most problem from the simple to complex. The photographer should always work on refining their shooting techniques. Producing the satisfaction or good quality input means less processing time and also more money saved for you.
Whoa. Well, that's super cool. I agree. Using data here to recognize a pattern of mistakes is absolutely valuable for you or our clients to improve the team performance. Imagine managing 100 photographers, and each of them have different approach in shooting, say, 5 ambience exposure. You want to align it to produce as consistent input as possible so that the quality of the output is strong and stable. So I think it's really happy for you to know the feedback, who make the mistake and improve that mistake over time to streamline your production workflow. What sort of bad data do we track here, huh? Can you share with everyone?
Well, there are many blurry, low frame rate, sensor loss, strong color casts, too dark or too bright, many. So we do check a lot, but on top of my are those. And we can also check which photographers, users have the most problems, so client can take improvement action with that photographer directly.
Cool. Yeah. So as you might be seeing on the screen there, we track a list of problems with the input, and then we provide you information on which photographer by name are committing those mistakes. You might not see the names there, but then this is the actual data, so we have to hide it for the GDPR purposes, right? That is actually amazing, pretty cool, everyone. I think this pretty much we have to discuss on today's panel discussion. Time now is for some Q&A. If you have any questions, do put it in the chat. We'll address it promptly. Yeah, stick with us to the end as well because the offer is waiting for you to go home. All right, I got the first questions from Ben. Just read it out. He asked why he didn't see the last dashboard on his Coconut platform yet. I can just take this one, everyone. Hi, Ben. The dashboard you're looking at the screen, we are developing it further on our Power BI, which is the business analytic and data visualization tool we use at work, and it's being under, it's under testing. I think when it's ready, we can migrate it onto your Coconut white label, but for now, because under testing, we keep it a little bit of a secret now, but then I spoiled the secret already. So yeah, anyway, when when it's ready, we'll keep you posted. All right, I see another one from Alicia. She asked, what about adding another people from the team to monitor the order? Can you take this one, please?
Sure. Hi, Lisa. You can ask any existing user on the system to monitor the orders. If the company staff doesn't have an account on Coconut, you can create that quickly and add them to watch.
Thank you, thank you. Hope it answers your questions. So you just remember to add that user on Coconut first, and then add them in your order, the order you want them to watch. Right. I got a next one from Jake. Hi, I'm also using 80 Photo Hub, but never sync Coconut order with my site. Can you show me how to do that? I think Ngọc, you can take these questions.
Yes, Grant. For the integration to work, there are certain rules you have to follow, Jack. Shortly, it's just about getting the details to match 100% between the two systems. I note the request down here and we'll get our team to reach out and guide you after this webinar.
All right, I hope that answers your question, Jake. I know we didn't provide any technical details, but then, yeah, just a note to everyone here for all the details or techniques of how to make things work. Please do not hesitate to contact our Coconut team or just drop us a live message on Coconut, right? And then the team will reach out to you and give you a guide through. I got this question from Jennifer. It's funny. Was this the hot offer you mentioned? All right, not to give anyone waiting any longer, we're going to be spoiler here. We are giving 50% off the startup fee. It's worth $500 discount for the first 5 clients wanting to convert their Coconut to Coconut Plus from December 2022 to end of 2023. Now do reach out to us to save the feedback. Save the offer if you want to be one of that 5 clients. Yeah, we have 5 slots only, so don't miss out. All right, and with that, we sign off here today. Thanks so much again for attending our 2022 webinars. We'll see you in 2023 with more insights and content. Come back soon, but for now, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.